It's Shane Greene-Butler here, and I'm coming to you with another video. What this video is about is basically I was walking in the mall like I do often, kind of this strolling window shopping type thing, and all of a sudden I realized that I was a lot less anxious and a lot less self-deprecating and basically putting myself down, because usually what happens when I come into a mall, I'm surrounded by young beautiful women, and I'll have this desire or this thought to go and talk to one of them, and then I won't do it, and I'll feel bad about myself and basically beat up on myself for not acting on a desire of mine. And this was really getting to me. So one day I was walking in the mall and I recognized what the problem was. And actually I think I was sitting at home on my bed, or somewhere along the way I basically figured out what I was doing, because I had read this book called The Sedona Method by Hale Droskin, something like that. And I'm into that whole method. I was introduced to it by a few years ago by a guy named Bill Harris. And basically, it is a method of releasing negative thoughts and emotions and beliefs. And part of this method is what it teaches is how to release resistance. And this is what I recognized. I made the connection between, this feeling of I was basically resisting talking to these women. And also it had a lot to do with me wanting their approval and all these different, subconscious thoughts and beliefs. And so basically, actually it was, I think yesterday, I was sat down and I read the book. I found the releasing part of the book called The Sedona Method. I believe that's the name of the book. And I read it over and reminded myself on how to release resistance. And then, today I'm walking in the mall and I'm starting to notice I don't have this, I hardly even have a desire really to talk to most of these women, because I realized, I think this is my speculation, that I have a subconscious belief that basically makes my brain seek out ways to feel bad about myself. And one of those ways for my subconscious mind to create this experience was that I would seek out, I would walk through a mall, see a pretty lady, and I wouldn't talk to her, and I would get to feel this depression and, oh, I'm such a loser and yada yada yada, and today I just don't feel that at all. I really don't. And I basically am sharing this video with you guys. It's kind of like a testimonial. I have no product to sell. I'm not affiliated with the Sedona Method. There won't be any links underneath the video. This is just a pure testimonial for you guys. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have heard of it. The Sedona Method, it works. It really, really works. I also used it I believe a few years ago with an actual Sedona coach, and I used it on money. And what I suspect with that, it wasn't instant results like I pretty much got this time, but it was a gradual type of thing where I eventually started to make more money. And mind you, when I did that releasing with the money, I was actually on welfare, guys. I was actually on welfare and unemployed and quite destitute in my life at that point. So it took time for the momentum to really gather up with money, and it's still gathering up as I speak. But the Sedona Method is a very simple thing. Let me take you through a simple little process. Basically, it's only 3 questions. So what you would do you would think of a problem in your life. Let's say it is making money. You'd feel the bad feelings that you have about making money. You just allow yourself to feel them. And then you'd ask yourself, could I let this go? And give yourself an honest answer, yes or no. Just keep it simple, yes or no. And then you'd ask yourself, would I let it go? And you'd give yourself another, honest answer, only yes or no. Don't think about it. Don't, sit there and think about it and contemplate. Just answer the question as honest as you could. Regardless if you say yes or no, you could experience a sense of relief and release from those negative emotions. The last question is when, which is giving yourself permission to let go right now in the moment. And then you do this, and sometimes you'll feel an actual release, an actual lessening of those negative feelings. And then what you do, you search yourself again to see if those feelings are still there. They might be there, less, intense, or even more intense. Okay? And then you do it again and again and again until you feel what you want to feel, which is good. So that's like the basic releasing technique. There's many different nuances and different details about the Sedona method. It isn't something that's it's simple, but it's not one-dimensional, like just 3 questions. There's many different aspects of it, and I'd suggest you get your hands on the book, get your hands on the home study course that Held Drotskin actually offers. You can find it online anywhere, and use this technique to make your internet business thrive, to make your relationships thrive. I'm definitely working with this technique over the past few years, and it's always something in the back of my head that I use in the moment when I need it. So I really can't think of anything else to say about this method other than what I said. So once again, it's Shane Greene-Butler here. Live long and prosper.